Okay, thank you. Welcome to my talk. My name is Andras Timar. I work with Collabora. And this presentation is about how we integrated the Duden Korrekturserver with Collabora online. So first of all, what is Duden? Duden is a dictionary of the standard High German language. It is released in every 4-5 years, 12 volumes. Each volume cover one aspect of the German language, such as orthography, synonyms, etymology, and so on. So this is basically a book. And Duden Korrekturserver is a product of EPC Consulting und Software GmbH, which is a spell checker, grammar checker, also style checker, which comes with a REST API and can be installed as a Docker image, can be used on-premise, or can be used on the cloud. So the task was to integrate this service with Collabora Online. So the reason why we use remote language checkers is there are multiple reasons for that. So sometimes they do a better job, or they cover a special use case, or there are services that are hard to install or closed source. So therefore we have a framework to integrate those remote language checkers into LibreOffice and also to the Collabora Online. So the first kind of work like this was with the language tool. We also had the offline version as an extension in LibreOffice, but they developed it further with the help of artificial intelligence. They could provide better suggestions, but this was hard to install, and therefore there is a web service for that. And Candy had a presentation about this on the previous school days half a year ago in Berlin. So some implementation details. We did it similarly to the language tool implementation. We added this service as a new component, reusing the LibreOffice spell checking API and architecture. So we reused a lot of code from the language tool integration. Luckily, this REST API was quite similar to the language tool API. And in the end, we just needed a small addition to the existing Collabora Online configuration file, where we make a distinction between the language tool REST protocol and the Duden REST protocol. And this is how it works. So first, we need to enable the remote spell checking, keeping in mind that in case we are using the cloud service, or text goes outside of our domain somewhere else, so we need to consider the privacy, read the privacy policy of the provider, and then we give the URL and the API key and the REST protocol, and that's it. We are ready to use the service. From the user interface point of view, it looks very similar to the existing known solutions. We have these curly underlines. We use different colors with different types of errors or things to fix. and with the right click context menu, we get suggestions from the remote service. So we also have a few development ideas for the future, because now we are running with the default settings of this Duden Korrekturserver. However, it supports a lot of options, configuration options. They call them property sets. So we can set the language variant for Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, slightly different. Also can select the check level, fast spell, normal spell, and spelling and grammar. In Germany also have multiple orthography standards. The old standard, which was renewed in the late 90s, I guess, but some people or some book issuers still use the old orthography standard, so it's possible to select. Also, we have options for hyphenations and also for style, whether to allow foreign words or old-fashioned words or dialect words. So this work was ordered by Weberhofer GmbH, so thank you. We thank them to have it made it possible, and the end user is the Austrian Bundesamt für Fremdenwesen und Asyl, Federal Office for Immigration and Asylum. So that's all. Thank you very much.